Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Welcome to a single solo edition of Living Simply Fun. I'm your host, Aries. I want to first talk about cigars. We got some cigars planned for next month. We will be testing out, more likely, the Monte Cristo, I believe, Espada. We also will be testing out the green Java Mint. And then we wanted to try eventually the Media Noches, which was in the budget for January, I think. He also said we were going to do the Macanudo Crew Royale. There's a couple others that we were going to do. The Media Noche, the Espada. The H. Upman Banker was the other one this coming month. If I like him, I might buy a box in January. But anyways, we have some ideas on the line we're going to talk about, but today's video is not about cigars. No siree bobber. This is more about Christmas. Now, for some of you out there, you've been wondering the main key way of surviving and getting Christmas done in 2015 without looking like a jackwagon at the last minute running around the mall the 23rd or 24th of December going, oh, what do I buy? What do I buy? Simple. Stick with a budget for the entire year. Budget out monthly and then put it towards it. Now, Aaron and I were supposed to do a Christmas thing for a Christmas list. I got to get off my butt. And what we've done is we've talked about games, movies, music, books that we'd buy, but they're not high on a priority list. And you stick them in an Amazon Christmas list. It's stuff that you want, but you don't really want to pay for. And so then people can go through that list as well as you whittle down their list as well. Then in the end, you put it away in a special box. And then you decide after you put it away, you go in December whatever, and wrap it. Now if you're very on a tight budget, here's the thing with your budget and your balancing of your finances is finish up in November. That gives you time to go and wrap everything up. Now, in November, if you got everything done and you're thinking, oh, well, October it's good, then November plan for your wrapping paper. And once you get your wrapping paper, you set up your station, or December, and you wrap them all up at the first week of the month or near your payday. If you're shipping out presents, you put them in the boxes and you ship them out. Then you're sitting there not acting like a fool. That's why I say give it a month or two. If you got to buy wrapping paper in November, wrap them up in November, ship them out in December. Now, if you got everything planned in October, buy your wrapping paper in November, ship them out in December. It works that way so you got a month's grace period of finances so you know what you're shipping and how much it's going to cost. I mean, that's something that you got to look at for yourself under the financial aspect of things. So you look at it that way for pre-planning your Christmas. Also, always stick with a budget. This is the key of success. Now, some things you could look at and say, well, what the hell? But if you plan out your Christmas properly, you're fine. Also, if you are planning to use credit like Finger Huts, Figgies, make sure you are in the green. Only buy what you need. Do not buy anything more. Like for me, I bought Aaron's presents through Finger Hut, but I also realize next year is going to be a better year. Secondly, always make sure you know what to get that people like. You don't buy something like a toaster and expect them to be like, praise the Lord, I got a toaster. No offense to God or anything, but the toaster is not something someone's going to want. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you all. Stick with a budget, plan with a budget, and be disciplined on your budget. And if you have to, make an Amazon wish list for your family and friends of items you don't want them to buy on your main list. So basically, say you have 500 games on it and you put all 500 in your wish list and then you're knocking them off your list. Then you got to edit every month, and then at December they go in and all of a sudden, they've been buying throughout the year. Maybe you'll get duplicates. So technically you might not like that idea. So always put in the priority as Aaron said. And it works. I mean, it will work like work can be. And and always make sure you know what you are financially, are good. A lot of people have asked me on the Christmas videos also about doing something when it comes to what do you call it? Christmas dinner, but there's nothing I can do unless you want me to do Christmas dinner planning, which you don't need planning for Christmas dinner 5 months, 6 months ahead of time. Sometimes meat doesn't last that long. So, also when it comes to planning for it, sometimes you gotta weigh down when it comes to your budget. Whether you want to order Kentucky salty ham, Virginia ham, turkey, mutton, that stuff, and just put it all together. Heck, I've seen stuff like this talking about Christmas dinners, right? Shrimp cocktails, for example. I was looking at shrimp cocktail the other day. It says here, shrimp cocktail, it was like $124 for 4 pounds. Although, you can go down and get 2 pounds of shrimp rings at the Safeway for approximately $20. You can buy 12 pounds of shrimp rings for the same price. Now that's the other thing I want to talk about is, and I should do a Christmas video on food so you can understand it a lot better. So yes, but anyway, stick with a budget, plan with a budget, be happy with your budget. Plan out through the 9 or 10 months of the entire year from January to October. November, buy your wrapping paper. In December, wrap them up, ship them out. Or November, buy wrapping paper, etc. Discipline yourself, and you guys will be ahead of the game, and you won't have to worry, and you won't have to go out on the day after Thanksgiving trying to run Grandma over to get a TV at the Walmart because you need to give a TV for a gift. You can plan it out properly. There's other ways, but I will talk about those later. With that said, please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments, suggestions, and feedback. Thank you, and may God bless the world.